we go, Fletcher. Raise the sails. It's almost high tide. We'll be ready to push her out to sea.
All right, then. I reckon she's all ready to sail.
Let's hope that the trench we dug is wide enough for her. I'd hate to have to shovel more sand.
Don't jinx it, Claw. We'll sail today, come hell or high water. Well, lass, what do you think? She's quite the ship, even with all the wood and other parts we had to scavenge from the wrecks.
Aye, I think she looks even better than before she wrecked, now that she has cannons on her bow and broadside. A proper ship for a gentleman pirate to captain.
And now, all she needs is a name. 'Tis bad luck sailing a ship without the name, after all.
Aye, it ought to be something grandiose. Lass, do you have any ideas?
The Chariot of the Furies.
Aye, the free spirits of vengeance in Greek myth. An appropriate name for our voyage.
Then the Chariot of the Furies it is. Hold this bucket of paint, lass. Help me write the name on the stern. Are you ready, lass? Remember everything I taught you about sailing while we were on Gaia's Mercy? You've been practicing tying ropes blind, right? Good. We'll need you to be as quick as can be. There's no telling which way the wind will go, especially with blind Simon about. There, she's complete. The Chariot of the Furies, come to bring vengeance against blind Simon and all his crew.
Ahoy!
Arr! Lily, you frightened me half to death. Were you in the water the whole time?
Oh no, I was in the sea cave putting the finishing touches on something.
Were you composing a song?
Oh no, it was a parting gift. Wade into the water. I'll show you. The first one is for Claw. Here.
Oh my, what are these?
You're going to war, aren't you? You'll need arms. Those hooks won't too. These are 2 swords I restored. I kept them from a ship I wrecked a few centuries back. I fixed them to cuffs that you could attach to your wrist, just like your hooks.
Aye. Thank you, Lily. Fine weapons for a gentleman captain, after all.
And for Fletcher, take this. An axe fit for a warrior. Your timberman's axe is too unbalanced and not fit for battle. This one will keep you safe. It's powerful, and it can shatter a pirate's cutlass with a single swing.
Lily, you've got all the thanks I can give. Let's hope it only ever sees one battle. Once this is done, I'd like to see how it fares against timber.
And for you, lass. Fletcher tells me you're a cartographer. It's not a weapon, it's a bag of special clay, and an atlas for the blind. The prime meridian is set in the center of the dead winds, the one place that doesn't move. It only has lands I've charted. The charted islands and continents are made from this clay, so you can feel them with your fingers. The clay can peel off the parchment and be reformed 1,000 times over, should the drift ever break or move them. I started making it 7 years ago, hoping to give it to Simon. But I think it's better off with you.
Aye, let's hope the drift comes to an end soon.
You'll have all my blessings, for whatever the blessings of a monster are worth.
I couldn't think of a kinder or fairer monster to accept a blessing from.
When will you be setting sail?
Once the tide comes. It seems to be near. I suppose that means that this is goodbye.
Only for now. When you take Simon's eye, bring it back to me. Use the blind atlas to find your way back. I have the last treasure of Neptune. Once the treasures are reunited, we can end the drift.
Aye, aye, Lily.
Oh, and make me one promise. Only kill Simon if you absolutely have to. I understand if he has to die. I won't hold it against you if you kill him. but I still want him to have another chance at life.
Aye, Lily. I'll do what I can. I understand.
Personally, I would kill him.
Claw!
Fine. But we'll only spare him if he surrenders. It would be unbecoming of a gentleman to execute a man who's waved the white flag.
Aye, fair enough.
Looks like that high tide is coming.
Claw, take the helm. Lass, unfasten the lines. And Lily, sing your song.
Whenever you're ready.
It's time.
There. He's sure to have heard it and turned his ship around. I felt him disturb the wind with his power this dawn. His ship is due south of here. Head that way. You'll be sure to find him.
Aye, we'll be back with the tears of Neptune.
The high tide is here. I'll tow you out.
Heave away! The wind is on our side. Fortune is smiling upon us.
Farewell, my friends. Make it back alive.
Farewell! And should I come back missing another limb, make me a peg leg from a sword.
Alright, now we sail until we spot them. I'll keep an eye out with a spyglass.
Aye, keep your bearings straight. We never know when we could run into Persephone's bleeding heart.
Aye, lass. What do you make of that blind atlas? Well, when all this is done, we should chart out all of the world. You're a cartographer, aren't you? Once the drift ends, we could put together a proper atlas of the new world once the land stopped drifting about. I mean it. I'll be needing a career too. And I think that after all of these years sailing, I'm a better sailor than a timberman, in spite of what Byron might say. Aye, the crew of Gaia's Mercy must all think I died. It's been well over a month since I took to the sea in that old rowboat. I didn't think they could foresee a way for me to survive rowing straight into Persephone's bleeding heart all on my own. Aye, first thing once this is done, we find Captain Carmichael and we give him a fright. Perhaps he'll start believing in ghosts once he sees us.
Fletcher, get your spyglass!
What is it? Is the drift moving again?
Nay, I see a ship in the distance.
Could it be Persephone's bleeding heart? Nay, that's impossible. They couldn't have gotten here so quickly.
Well, have a look.
Aye, I spy a ship.
Well, what do you see?
It's a big ship, with a windmill on the stern. Claw! It's Gaia's Mercy!
Gaia's Mercy?
Aye. They're at war with Blind Simon too. It looks like they've mounted cannons to their ship. They must be pursuing him.
Bring me a signal mirror. I'll flash a message to them.
Aye, aye.
I'll flash them a distress signal. We'll see if they answer.
A distress signal?
I may not show it, but I've been scared out of my wits since we set sail. So yes, I'll be sending a distress signal.
So be it. Claw, it looks as though they've responded. They're changing course to meet us.
Aye, that could be a good thing. Or not. I don't suppose they'll be happy to see the likes of me.
Fret not, Claw. I'll give Carmichael a good word on your behalf. He trusts me.
Well, let's hope.
Whatever happened to your gentleman's charm? If it can save you from a siren, it can save you from this. Lass, are you ready to give old Carmichael a fright?
Ahoy! We received your message. Are you in need of aid?
Ahoy, Byron! I heard there was a pirate ship on these waters. I just wanted to know if the stories were true.
Fletcher? Is that you? Oh, Fletcher! Oh, I thought you were dead. Carmichael, come down here. It's Fletcher, he's alive.
Fletcher! Lass! Ye scoundrels! How are ye still living?
Let us come aboard. We'll tell you everything. Ahoy, Captain. How long has it been?
Fletcher, ye salty Scottish dog, get over here!
I see Gaia's Mercy's changed a wee bit since I last saw her.
Never mind that. How did ye survive?
I had a little help from a siren.
There ye go again, Fletcher. Telling the fairy tales.
It was not quite a fairy tale. The last didn't make it out unscathed.
By God, lass. What did they do to your eyes?
Aye, pirates are a cruel sort. I'm sorry, lass. I know it won't bring your eyes back, but we'll make them pirates pay.
Ah, speaking of pirates, there's one member of our crew that you've not yet been acquainted with.
Ahoy, Carmichael.
Is that who I think it is?
Claw! Fletcher! What are you doing sailing with that pirate? Have you gone mad?
Nay, he's on our side now. He's not a part of Blind Simon's fleet anymore, and he's sworn vengeance against him.
Lass, is this true? All right. But I'll be keeping me eyes on him.
Permission to come aboard.
Aye, but don't you be trying anything peculiar.
So, I reckon that you're after Blind Simon, same as us.
Aye, that we are.
I'm supposing we'll be in need of a battle plan then. The chariot of the Furies is smaller than Gaia's Mercy, but she can turn quick as lightning. Perhaps we could each sail towards him, then divide once we come near.
You approach him first. Lay all the cannon fire on him you can. While you have his attention, we'll sail Gaia's Mercy close enough to board. If he changes the wind in his favor, the ship on the other side can take advantage.
What if he stops the winds completely? He's halted our ship dead in the water before, you've seen it. And that wasn't even when we were facing him head on.
Well, then we'll take as many men and muskets as we can in rowboats, and heavy away as hard as we can, laying fire in volleys until we reach him.
There is another way. The lass can stop his ship. Maybe even make a way for us to board him once he stops ours.
What? How?
She's got power too, not unlike Blind Simon's.
And have you seen this power?
Aye, we both did already. The day that we found her frozen in the glacier.
So, you presume to freeze over the sea? Fletcher, don't be ridiculous.
There are many strange things upon the drift.
If what you're saying is true, then we'll surely make quick work of him. But if not, we should be prepared and stick to our plan.
Aye, aye.
And you, pirate, what'll you be doing?
I'll be boarding too. I've lost everything when Simon disposed of me. I'll be slaying him myself, even if it kills me.
Very well. Sailors, at attention.
Aye, aye.
Soon we'll be facing Persephone's bleeding heart and all her crew. We will make it known that the Blue Infinity will be reigned over by pirates no more. Where they be expecting surrender, we will give them cannon fire. We will shatter their swords with our axes and chop all of Persephone's bleeding heart into wood for our furnaces. There be no kings, no royal navies upon the drift. Only those courageous enough to fight against the tyrants. We are those courageous few. Let the downfall of blind Simon show that liberty reign across all the drift. To arms, me lads, the hour of victory draws near.
Aye, Captain. I think it's time for us to set our course. I've heard news that Persephone's bleeding heart is due south of us and heading our way.
Aye, lad. We part ways for now, Fletcher. I'll see you on the boarding crew.
Aye, aye.
Raise the anchor and lower the sails, Fletcher.
Aye, aye.
How long do you reckon it'll be before we run into blind Simon?
I dinna ken. It could be days. It could be hours. His ship moves in ways that cannot be predicted.
Well, we can't be too close. The wind is still on our side for now.
Well, lass, it seems this is the calm before the storm. You know, I've been meaning to ask since I've met you. You were in Rhodes when you froze. But that was an expedition, weren't it? Where do you come from originally? Aye, I've heard of that place. What a shame. I heard the drift split it away and sent it to the Deadwinds many years ago. I suppose that means you'll never see your home again. Perhaps sending the drift will wake the Deadwinds and let us set a curse for it. I wonder if there are still people living there. The lands within the Deadwinds are a mystery. Right, if ending the drift does not awaken the Deadwinds, perhaps we could use Simon's treasure to call the winds and send us there. It'll choose a new master one day, right? I would like for you to be able to see your homeland again, changed though it may be. One day. And aye, you've got the blind atlas. Imagine all we could do with it. Sailing with the wind always at our side, charting all the world of the new era. You'll still have a taste for adventure after all this is done, won't you? Aye, you can still feel the wind in your hair and taste the salty air of the sea on your tongue. That's all you need. And if you care to stay by my side, you'll have me too. Aye, and I promise I'll be alive to see it all with you. I'll be your eyes, for as long as you need them. Longer than that even. I'll be your eyes until the day I close mine for the last time. What's that bloody pirate want now? Claw, what's the matter?
Get your spyglass. There's a ship coming in.
By God, it's Persephone's bleeding heart. She's moving faster than any ship I've ever seen. How could we have crossed paths so quickly?
Simon must be moving full speed toward the siren song. He must be going half mad in his chase to be moving at that speed. He's waited years to hear it again. He might even sail right past us.
We'll make sure that he takes notice of us.
Prepare the cannons! Take the signal mirror and flash Gaia's mercy! We'll soon be facing Persephone's bleeding heart!
Aye, aye. Have you got your bearings, lass? Fret not about the cannons. Focus on that stone. If ever there was a time to call upon its power, it's now.
Gaia's mercy has received our signal. Ready yourselves! We need to hit Persephone's bleeding heart as hard as we can before she passes her spy!
The winds are turning. We're in reach of Simon's power.
Keep your bearings. On my command, fire!
Aye, aye. Cannons ready!
Hold! Hold! Fire! Well done, Fletcher! We've struck them! Reload, now!
Come on, lass. Help me reload.
It's changing course!
But I cannot understand where he's going. We should have time to hit them again once they cross our port side. They'll surely head for Gaia's Mercy first. They're the bigger target.
Northern Wind, hear my command.
Fletcher, we've stopped.
Lass, get down! The mast. Get out of the way, lass. Before it falls.
Why the devil would they fire at us first?
They want the lass. They must know that she's on board. Did you feel that? I think Blind Simon called upon the winds again. But I didn't feel anything. He's called in a fog. I cannot hardly see past the bow.
Where are they? I can't see them. Blast it. We can't signal Gaia's Mercy either in this fog.
He's using the fog to hide himself. He's trying to get the upper hand. But what is he doing? There's no telling what he's going to do. Perhaps he's coming to board us. Perhaps he's trying to sneak up on Gaia's Mercy. I've got to keep a lookout for cannon fire. If he fires on Gaia's Mercy, we could see the flashes through the fog and find out where to shoot back. That blasted pirate bastard. He could be close. There's no way of telling. Claw, get up! We've got to fire back! Lass, can you hear me?
Hello. Thou hast called, and I have answered thine plea. I am the spirit of the water. Yes, there is a way. Thou must but only command. So it shall be done. May a glacier rise as a mighty wall to shield thee from harm. At thine behest.